What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the effortlessly entertaining Dr. Disaster. And Mortal Kombat as a franchise has been in a bit of a sad place in recent years. They've taken a shitload of their characters and either gender swapped them or uglified them because the brainlets who run the IP these days are deluded into thinking that it's in any way compatible with feminism.
We believe it's possible to be entertained without demeaning women.
You're a moron!
And this right here is the result of that moronic viewpoint. You've got Cyrax here, who was turned into a black gal, and then there's Sector, who got transformed into Erika Ishii, the nasty troll who plays the female version of the main character in Dragon Age the Veilguard, and who plays as the main character in the upcoming Ghost of Yotai. Or, look at this redesign here where they took Tanya, who used to look like the image on the right, and they redesigned her to look like what you see on the left.
Honey, you got real ugly.
So with all of that in mind, the trailer for the second Mortal Kombat movie dropped yesterday, and it got a shitload of views, and it also got a shitload of likes. Karl Urban absolutely stole the show. Everybody is raving about his portrayal of Johnny Cage, and with good reason.
Yes! That's awesome!
However, I don't mean to rain on people's parade too much, but I do have a bone to pick with what they've done to one of my favorite characters, Jade. This is what she used to look like in the video games, and this is what she looks like in this new film. And if you think that looks familiar, that's because she is being played by the same actress who stars in Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet. She's even rocking the same hairdo. For whatever reason, these idiots think that the gamers who watch this trailer and this movie are going to look at this image here and think, hell yes. But instead, when we see this actress tainting a beloved old character like this, we're really saying,
get away from her, you bitch!
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster 1. I keep a list on there of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. One more thing, I started uploading some content onto Rumble as well, so make sure that you follow Dr. Disaster on that platform too. But let's take a peek at what they did with the casting and costume choices for the Mortal Kombat 2 film. Now, typically, when I cover a movie like this, I'd have the trailer playing in the background, but Warner Brothers is ridiculous with stuff like this. They copyright claim any video that fair uses their trailers, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but anyhow, that is why in the background here I have footage of Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet rather than the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. But if you watch that trailer, that Mortal Kombat trailer, and I recommend that you do, it's pretty damned entertaining. Karl Urban is cast as Johnny Cage, and while I was not 100% convinced that he was the right call from the looks department for the character, the trailer does a nice job of selling it, and I'm interested to see his full performance. But what I am not interested in at all is seeing this shit here. I don't know why these simpletons cannot get it into their heads, but a bald-headed Tati Gabrielle, that's the name of the actress, but a bald-headed version of her is simply not appealing at all. We went through this shit several months ago. I'm sure many of you remember the response that gamers had to the trailer for Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet. The ratio on that thing tells you everything you need to know about how gamers feel about this sort of look. If we zoom in here, we can see that the PlayStation version of the Intergalactic trailer got almost 3 million views, and if we slide over here, you can see that Uh-oh, they got 114,000 likes to a whopping 297,000 dislikes. That is a ratio of nearly 3-to-1, and the comment section absolutely brutalizes this character design. This one here says, "I feel like Will Smith will slap me for making fun of her." They sell her hair as a separate DLC. You can just tell the main character has a bad relationship with her father. The main character looks like she belongs in Concord, which was a game renowned for its ugly-ass characters, but you get the picture. The feedback for this game was pretty straightforward. Meanwhile, if we look at the Mortal Kombat trailer, you can see that it's being received really well because, as I said, Carl Urban stole the show, and rightfully so. As of the time of this recording, the trailer has now hit over 6 million views in less than a day, and the ratio is superb, with 249,000 likes to 6.3 thousand dislikes. The main difference here being that the bald-headed Tati Gabrielle character isn't being forced to carry the show. In fact, she appears only fleetingly in the trailer. The Johnny Cage fan service, alongside that classic "get over here" line, makes people pretty excited, and folks generally enjoyed the last film too, so I don't think this portrayal of Jade means that Mortal Kombat 2 is completely doomed or anything like that. I simply think it's a good idea to temper expectations for the movie. The last one had a lot of people who really enjoyed it. I wasn't one of them, to be honest. I thought that a lot of the story ideas, like the Mark of the Dragon thing, I thought that stuff was silly. I didn't enjoy how they pushed Cole Young so hard to be the main character. It didn't hit for me personally, but for a lot of people it did. The success of the film is hard to judge because the box office wasn't good, but it was released on HBO Max on day one during the peak of the COVID crisis, so we have to keep that in mind. The Rotten Tomatoes score for the movie is sitting at an 85%, which is pretty solid, and the critic score of 55% can be worn as a badge of honor because a film like this, a Mortal Kombat movie, is not supposed to impress some critic. It isn't Citizen Kane or To Kill a Mockingbird. This is supposed to be a movie where a bunch of characters that we love beat the crap out of each other until someone says, "Finish him." I'm probably going to give this one a miss when it hits theaters though, unless someone else drags me to it. Jade always had a level of mystique and respect from me, ever since she was introduced as a secret character in the original Mortal Kombat 2 video game decades ago. She was a badass that you had to work really hard just to fight against, just like Noob Saibot or Smoke, so seeing her disrespected is disappointing as hell. I mean, if you look at Katana here, I've seen a few people dislike this portrayal from this upcoming movie, but I think it was fine. She's covered up a bit more than in some of the games, but at least it isn't flat out ugly like Jade. I don't know who keeps telling Tati Gabrielle to shave her head for these roles, but it's pretty bad advice. Here she is with hair, and she looks okay. Ladies, let me tell you now, if someone is telling you to do this, to shave your frickin' head, chances are it's another female, and chances are she just wants to remove you as a rival, so don't listen to them. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your mockery of this character design into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.